Hey, Christy, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, I forgot to turn the banner on. Hold on. There you go. So we know what we're doing. Okay. I see some other people have come up in here too. Yeah, I know you happy. I know you happy, and I know you're a Libra. Yes. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to do a weekly reading for Libra. Hey, Manette, how you doing? Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like the video, hype the video. If you want to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. There are also memberships as well available. So if you want to click on the go to where the subscribe button normally is, it should say join, and that will give you all the information you need to do that if you're interested in that. Okay, there's two different levels. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants to tell you this week, Libra. Okay. And this is for Libra, Spirit. What's the Oracle card for Libra? Okay, you have, I don't know why I hear that street life. I don't know why I hear that song. Okay, I guess it's a street lamp. It says street lamp. It says clarity, inspiration, shine. It says you'll find the guidance you need to solve your mystery soon. So some of you, I don't know, I hear floundering. You may be like floundering through life during this period of your life because a lot of us are going through an ascension. Okay, you might not feel like you know whether you're coming or going. You may be very confused about certain things in your life, but I feel like Spirit is telling you that that you have your spiritual team all around you, because the birds and the cards for me always always represent Spirit. And I feel like that Spirit saying that they're here, they have your back, and when the time is right, you'll get the answers that you need to be able to move in the direction that either they want you to move or you want to move in. Okay? All right. Then we've got broom showing up here, right? It says renewal, clarity, space. Sweep away what no longer serves you. Make room for new blessings to enter. So I tell y'all this all the time, right? If you want new people in your life, new experiences in your life, if you want any type of change in your life, you're going to have to let go of the old status quo, the old people, the old places, the old circumstances, because there is not change. Even though it's the only constant, there's nothing easy about it. Even if it's positive change, it's going to bring you some type of, discomfort, right? That's just a part of life. And so, like I said, a lot of you are going through an ascension right now. That's nothing but change. It's so fucking uncomfortable to go through that. So I know how you feel. I'm going through one too. And I know, at times you're like a little kid with that toy, right? You can't make it do what you want it to do, and you just want to throw it down and walk away. But Spirit is telling you that they have your back, and you just gotta step up and not be afraid to make the changes that you need to make, okay? Because you got your life partner coming, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at how they looking at each other, Libra. Look at that. It says, this person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together, okay? But the number one lesson you got to learn, Libra, first is that you can get through anything together. You can get through anything together with yourself first, and then this person, right? You got to learn that lesson. You have to know that even though I do believe that we're not put here to just let's try it again. Mercury retrograde. We're not put here to be alone by ourselves for the rest of our lives, but you still have to learn certain things, right? You still got to cultivate a certain relationship with yourself first. That's what I feel like is important. Okay, so we've got also ready for love. See there? Look again. Look at how they are with each other. It says, you've been understandably guarded, scared of being hurt again, but you took the time to heal. Now you're ready to try love again, okay? And then I hear the Leah song. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. So like I said, nothing is ever completely over or a failure until you say it is, until you don't want to do it again, until you don't want to try again, right? Because they talk about that all the time. I tell you that it's not failure, it's only feedback, right? Because I told you that's the way you got to think when you're trying to do something like this, because you're going through a metamorphosis, Libra. You're trying to change the way you move, the way the way you think, the way you deal with certain things so you can bring in the type of people you want to have around you, right? So I keep telling you, just like some of those old people can't come with you, the old Libra can't come with you either. So it's about you letting go of those things and being able to move on, okay? All right, here we go. Let's get these oracle cards. But I like what I see, Libra, so far. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. This is for Libra Spirit. This is Libra's message for the week. You got somebody coming in that's going to want to come towards you and tell you the truth, want to communicate with you, because I see the Ace of Swords there. Okay, you got the white magic card. I haven't even laid out your spread yet, and this is what flipped over. Okay, so you got the white magic card again. This is Spirit telling you you're protected, because see the little creatures behind you there. Then we got the Four Swords. I feel like this is Spirit is saying some of y'all need to get more rest. This could also be talking about just healing, right? Because this is like the mini hermit for me when it shows up. And then we have the Ace of Wands here. This is Spirit telling you you got a passionate new start when it comes to your love life. Okay. All right. Let's get these the rest of these messages. Okay. This is for Libra. Spirit, a card for Libra, please. Okay. What is the situation? Okay. Their person. You was doing good, Libra, but you know it always got to be somebody with some BS. Okay, so here you go. How you doing, Abigail? Okay, so we got the overall energy is the most high card. This is God. Okay, so Spirit is telling you that this relationship that you're about to step into was ordained by God. You entered into a soul contract on the other side, and it's now playing out. Okay, so it don't matter what somebody try to do to try to derail it. It's not gonna happen because this is being backed by God. It's like having the best fucking insurance you can have. Okay, is God being here? So ain't what they say. What God what is it? Whatever God ordains, let no man put asunder. That's what we talking about. Okay. Then we got the Seven of Wands showing up here, right? The Seven of Wands is protection. I feel like you are protecting yourself. You are learning how to stand your ground. Okay. You're learning truly what your value is, Libra, and your worth, and your person is doing that as well. And you're both guarding your energy until the time is right, right? Because you got these people around you. There's a twin flame, the Dusties and the Crusties, right? They are feeling left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. They're having money issues, monetary issues as well, financial issues. And look, you waiting on your ships to come in, but these people are waiting on your ships to come in too, like it's for them, which to me is just crazy. Okay, all right. But here, underneath here, we have Taurus energy with the Hierophant. So your person's coming towards you, and the both of you are going to, step into this connection, and it's going to be a higher level of commitment, whether it's marriage or a long-term relationship. Okay. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, here we go with the crazy. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. So you got two cards that fell here. You have somebody around you who is a malignant Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's go. I know, retrograde. Let's say it with the capital letters. Okay, let's scream it. Okay, so what I was saying before it went down. Hey, Angel Eyes, how you doing? You have somebody around you who is a covert or malignant narcissist. This person is doing candle magic against you, trying to step on your love life and step on your finances, trying to hex things. Okay? All right. Everybody's getting this. Don't feel bad. It ain't just you, Libra. Some signs got even more than this. Okay? All right. Okay, Spirit is telling you. I know. What did you walk into? I know, Angel Eyes. That's how I feel. Every reading I've done today, that's the way I feel about it. So we got love lessons showing up here. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. These people came into your life to show you the things that you needed to learn. Okay? The reason why these people are doing the things that they're doing is because I told you they feel like they've lost control. All right, because your feelings have faded for them, and you don't want anything to do with them anymore. Okay. Let me see what else Spirit wants to tell you. I know. Say, look, look. Forget to say you got Palo Santo too. We got burning evidence here, so you could have receipts on this person, or they could have some type of something. Okay, that has to do with, trying to blackmail you or something. I don't know what this is with the burning evidence. Let me clarify and see why this is showing up. Because this here is crazy. Okay, this person is, like I said, they're envious of you. They could be trying to destroy anything, any type of evidence of the wrongdoings, the things that they're doing against you. They could be trying to distance themselves from people who can attest to the fact that they're envious of you. Because, this is somebody that likes to gaslight, Libra. Somebody that where full damn well what's going on. You are of sound mind and body, and they're trying to convince you it's something else going on. It ain't what you saying it is. It's whatever they say it is, right? And so Spirit is saying to live your life, right? Live and learn. Understand what types of people you're dealing with and just distance yourself from them and move on. And I feel like a lot of you, that's what you've done, right? And sage. Make sure you're sage while you're at it. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person, we got the Eight of Pentacles showing up here. So this person is ready to come into this connection with you. They're ready to work on it, to do whatever needs to be done to make it work. And so they're going to expect you to be in that same energy as well. Okay? All right. You say you got your own receipts, Angel Eyes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Okay, so we got squad here that's clarifying this card. It says reconciliation, soul tribe, and close friends. So you got your true community, your chosen family, the people who truly love you, who are about to enter into your life. Okay, and I feel like leading the pack is your person, your soulmate. Okay, all right. It's gonna be a shock. I feel like it's gonna be a shock to you, Libra, when this person comes in. They could have Leo placements, okay, or you could in your chart, or the crazy could have it too. Okay, this shocking card could also have to do with this other person, the one that do dirt, the dusty and the crusty. Okay, all right. Next card we're gonna take a look at talks about, you and this person, how you're gonna meet, and we got family, the family card showing up here. So you could meet this person through a family member, okay, or it could be a friend, a friend of a friend, somebody could introduce the two of you together, okay. It's going to be, I'm getting a lot of different things for that card. We got this other person. They look, like I said, whatever is coming for you, Libra, okay, whatever happiness is coming towards you. This old person, right? They're infatuated with you. They think that is love, but it ain't no motherfucking love, okay? Because I hear Bob Marley, is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? That's what I hear. So this ain't no damn love, okay? You're blocked from this person. You've blocked yourself off, closed yourself off from this person. And like I said, they're trying to do everything in their power to try to mess you up. Hold on. But it doesn't matter. See, they're trying to bind you, trying to bind love, finances, bind you spiritually, bind you energetically, but Spirit is telling you that you are guarded, okay? Look at the card. It says you're secure and you're safe, okay? Whatever they doing, they're fucking doing it in vain, okay? Because you are headed towards happiness with this new person, all right? And, you know, it could be children, you could be combining families, you could be, you know, procreating and having children, and or creating businesses is going to be different for all of you because everybody's not of childbearing age. And it's just going to be a situation where, you know, everything this person does is falling flat. Okay. I feel like that's why they're watching you so intently, Libra, because they're trying to do whatever they're doing and then they watching you to see if it's working, basically. Okay. All right. Did I tell you? Oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you about your first. When the thing went out, it kind of messed me up. So excuse me, y'all. Let me start back at the beginning. I didn't even start at the beginning. The card that's coming up for you is Two of Swords. Okay, so this is talking about you needing to make a choice to recognize the red flags when you see them, because so that's why we're talking about taking this blindfold off and realizing who is best for Libra. That's what you're supposed to be choosing. Okay, who is best for you, because we already know what you bring. Okay. Hey, Gary, how you doing? I'm glad you were able to come in. You said the reprimand. I'm cooling today. I'm cooling today, Godfrey. You good today? So okay, so look, this is what you experienced in the past, Libra, when it comes to your love life. It says rejection, abandonment, right? It says desertion, being left behind. This is what you've always ended up with, the egg on your face. Look, left out in the rain with your mascara running, right? All of these crazy things. And so it is because you were looking at it from a point of wanting that, you know, those person, like preparing yourself and trying to be the pick me and the pick me energy. We're not doing that no more. You understand who you are. That's what the healing is. You're learning who you are. You understand your value and you understand your worth now. And we're not doing this no more, right? Okay, so what's crossing you? Oh, wait, whoever this is, you could have Aries placement. A person could have Aries placements, is what Spirit is saying with this card, okay? Then we got the Seven of Pentacles, which is crossing you. And this is talking about your, you know, you reaping what you've sown. Like you're planting the seeds to have what it is that you want. Remember, we talked about this card where Spirit drew it and it says ready for love, that you've been understandably hurt, but you've gone back to the drawing board. You've been working on yourself and now you're about to reap what you've sown. So that's what we're talking about with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you have reevaluated so many different things in your life, and now because you did that, you took time to do what you needed to do. Now you're going to reap the rewards of that. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we let me clarify, and then we're going to go back to where I was, because I skipped the whole part of the reading that talks about you when the camera went on. Okay, there's somebody around you, Libra, that could be potentially stealing your ideas. I feel like they are, otherwise this card won't be coming up. It says intellectual theft. So you want to be careful who you're talking to about your ideas and things like that, because somebody is, you know, I told you these people are envious of you, right? The way you think, how you move, you know, you're innovative, I feel like in ways that everybody can't emulate. And so whoever this is, they're trying to, like I said, they're trying to bite off of what you're doing. They're trying to ride off of your coattails. They're trying to steal your ideas and pretend like they're there. You know, the ideas are theirs. Okay, then we got exposure, bear, reveal. So you got somebody coming into your energy. This card cracks me up. Look at it. It's somebody coming into your energy that's gonna be intimate, you know, give you the intimacy. And I don't mean just sexually. Get your mind out the gutter. I'm talking about this person taking off, you know, everything, literally, figuratively, and letting you know exactly how they feel. This is talking about your person, okay? All right. You're cracking me up. See, and then look, whoever this is, oh, they got a heart on for you, Libra, and they just don't want to leave you alone. It says projection. So they talking shit. They trying to send you bad vibes, evil eye, all that type of stuff. Okay. All right, here we go. We moving on now. Okay, now we're moving back to where we were. So the result of you and your person coming together. Hey, Miss Cherry, how you doing? The result of you and your person coming together, I feel like, you're already going through an ascension. I feel like you're gonna move into a even higher level of ascending with this person, okay? Because you and them, you're inspiring each other. You are playing off each other, and you're taking each other higher, basically, is what spirit is saying, right? And like I told you, here comes the trash box. Here comes the clown, right? Here comes the clown. What's that song? Bring in the clowns. That's what I hear playing in my head. And so spirit is letting you know this person. It's like another sign I read tonight where you are moving on, right? Because I was doing like this when we were talking about you and your person, and these old dusties and crusties are jumping up. Like when a little kid has a balloon with helium in it, and they make a mistake and let it go, and they're jumping up trying to get the balloon. That's showing me that this person is trying to do. They're trying to grab you and bring you back down because you gonna be gone. That's why they don't want you to come together with this person. They trying to stop you from doing it so they can have another chance to try to bring you back to bring you back down to their level. Okay? But this new person is coming in with this contract card, right? Because I told you have a contract that you and this person, soul contract from the other side, and your person is coming in to honor their part of the agreement. That's what spirit is saying. Okay? See, now they saying the person doing ugly spells on you. Oh my God, this person. Oh, I just their whole vibe, their whole energy is just ugh. Okay, let's move on. Let me get these cards because I wanna. Can we find out some good? Can you give me some good information? Okay, hey baby girl, Christina. Okay, so spirit is telling you, make sure you're learning from your mistakes so you don't keep choosing the same people going through the same type of shit, because there will be other people that come into your energy that act just like the dusty and crusty, only they're gonna pretend like they act like your person at first. So part of this is about you realizing, because spirit is telling you different face, same emotional fallout, right? Until you learn the lesson and you learn the discernment, you're going to be doomed to repeating your this lesson over and over again with the same type of person. Okay? Return to sender, exactly, angel eyes. So you and your person, of course, are going to start miles apart, like I tell you, at a distance, so that y'all don't end up rushing things. Okay? And like I said, I don't feel like y'all have an intent in your mind to come together and then just fucking take off. I feel like the way the energy is, it is so strong between the two of you that's just what's gonna feel right. It's for both of y'all to just fucking take off. That's why you're starting off like this, okay? You say 369, we don't want the this. You funny, ain't you funny, angel eyes. You a miss. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we got the player showing up here. It says player non-committal. It says community cup. Do I hear everybody want some? I want some to somebody that they be laying it low, spreading it wide, is what spirit is saying, okay? And for some of you, I keep telling y'all, I told y'all this before in the past, that your person, some of y'all, this not your new person, but the old dusty and crusty, they bat for both teams. Let me just say it like that. They like both sides, okay? Because that's what spirit is telling me with this card, okay? All right, Let's move forward. So that's for somebody, if you was wondering, if you had if your, what is that song? Something about you got the notion, something like that. Well, I like to know when you got something like that. Rock the boat is the name of the song, but the words are coming up to me choppy. But it's like some of y'all had you were wondering about it, and so Spirit is clarifying that for you. Yes, they, and some of them, they don't want to come out. They don't want to come out and be honest about what's going on, right? Hey, how you doing, JM888? All right, let's move forward. Okay, that person's gone. And some details about the relationship, please. Okay, here we go. So when it comes to your person and how they're thinking, right, we have strength showing up here, Leo energy. So your person could have Leo placements. I think the Leo card came up earlier. Yeah, Leo came up in Aries. So there's a lot of fire. All right. You have air, but you could have fire placements as well. But I feel like your person has them. All right. So it says with the strength card, it's a spirit saying, your person is trying to mentally what they're doing. They think a lot about you. And this is about them with the strength card, learning more self-belief. Because I told you they've been beat down just like you have. And they've had to build themselves back up. Right. And then with the strength card also, this is about them building up their courage and inner strength in order to move forward to be able to step into this connection. Because I keep telling you, you're not the only one that's nervous, Libra. Your person is nervous as well. Okay. They have the thoughts and all the things like that. But this person, they actively work on them so that it doesn't, mess them up. Okay, so, okay, here we go with the foolishness. Okay, charlatan. It says deceptive, trickster, fraud. This is that person. Okay, they're in some type of scarcity, lack, poverty, struggle, energy. All right, because they're afraid, right? Because you're moving on and fake, phony, and false, and still trying to come in. This could be on your person's side too. It doesn't just have to be you. So it doesn't just have to be your Dusty and Crusty. It could be theirs as well. Okay. All right. So the next card that's coming up is a detail about the connection between the both of you. This is a page of swords, their sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So Spirit is telling you that your person is watching you. The new person is watching you. There may be some delays because of things that you both have to get together. You have to, certain things you got to learn or certain things you got to do before you can be ready for this connection, right? And then the old person is watching too, right? But we got brick wall here clarifying it, which is talking about, you're hard to reach, and your person is hard to reach because you both turned your back on each other, right? You both, not on each other. You both turned your back. I don't know why the hell I can't get my thoughts out. I guess it's Mercury retrograde. You both have turned your back on these Dusties and Crusties is what I'm trying to say. And that's why they're like, oh, trying to get your attention, doing all this crazy stuff. That's why all these cards are coming out like this, because all of these cards are about that other person. Okay? All right. Okay, so this is about you learning how to, Libra, and your person learning how to let go of the self-doubt, let go of the envy and the insecurity, and step into your divine counterpart energy, because that's what this card is talking about. Hey, okay. Hey, Danielle, how you doing? Okay, and then we talked about inner childhood wounding. With this innocence card, some of y'all got to go back and love on your inner child. Those of you that feel like you can't get a leg up and you can't move forward, you keep trying to manifest stuff and keep trying to do things and it's not working, you might want to go back and talk to your inner child, okay? Because all of the things that you've experienced in this life, your inner child has experienced all of them as well, okay? So some of them need to cry it out. Some of them need to come and tell you how angry they are. Some of them need to come and tell you how hurt they are. And this is not a step you want to not, you don't want to neglect your inner child. because your inner child can fucking self-sabotage you if you don't go back and hear it out, okay? Because a lot of people, we overlook, because like I keep telling y'all, Libra, these are things that we weren't taught, right? And so this card, when it shows up, that's what Spirit is telling me, that some of y'all need to go back and really sit down and allow your inner child to vent and say whatever what wants to say, love on it, because that's why you don't feel, some of y'all don't feel who, you overly nervous, or you're anxious, or you feel a certain way about when you're about to do certain things. It's because you got to go back and heal a few things with your inner child, okay? You said you and yours, Danielle, you working through your shit as you speak. Okay, I hear you. I love that. Okay, then we got you and your person, right? You have high spiritual rank, is what Spirit is saying, okay? This connection is going to be filled with unconditional love. I'm like, oh, finally the good cards. And then we got insight, fortune telling, divination. This is Spirit just saying both you and your person have empaths. You both have psychic abilities. This could be talking about that Dusty and Crusty, and there does your person's Dusty and Crusty, both trying to do divination on you, trying to find out what's going on in your life. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get some advice. Let's see what your Spirit wants to tell you. Now here, rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat. They playing the old songs in my head today. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we've got everyone leaves, Libra. It says choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them, okay? This is about you, like I told you, everything is a risk. And you just deciding, hey, I'm going to try it this time. And like I told you, don't go into it with a mindset of, if this shit don't work out, I'm going to be devastated. It's going to be the end of the world. Just stop telling yourself that shit. Just be like, I'm going to go into this. I'm going to do the best I can, because nobody's perfect. And even if I make mistakes, I'm going to be okay with that. I'm just going to move forward, because I know my person going to make mistakes too. We're human. You got to be more gentle with yourself. You can't have gone through a life and experienced the things that you've experienced, Libra, and think you just going to step into a relationship and you're going to get it all 100% right. Nobody, even people that have all they've experienced in their life is healthy relationships, even they make mistakes. So you got to stop being so hard on yourself, okay? Everybody does not leave. This new person that's coming ain't going nowhere. They're going to tell you they're not going nowhere, okay? All right. Then we got past trauma showing up here, right? It says you need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. That's why this card, what did I just tell you? That's why this is coming up. Because this little child, for a lot of you, whether it's a little girl or a little boy, never got to voice certain things about what happened to them. Some of y'all went through shit and you're angry because you never got to cuss the person out who fucked you over, or you never got to talk to anybody about it. A lot of people made you suppress your shit because they didn't want to heal it, they didn't want to hear it, they didn't want to deal with it, whatever it was, right? And so I feel like a lot of y'all went to try to talk to somebody about it when you were younger, right? And you were basically shamed because you wanted to open up and talk about it. But a lot of us, the families we grew up in, we don't know how to to talk about things and heal it. Especially I don't know about other cultures like that, but I can tell you, especially in the African American community, like talking about a lot of times back in the day, it was taboo to talk about wanting to go to talk to a therapist or talking about your problems or emoting and all this kind of stuff. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So some of y'all, you tried and you didn't get the results you wanted. And so a lot of this shit, you shoved it down. And now that's the one thing you got to realize: when you start to heal, everything want to come out. Everything and the fucking kitchen sink want to come out, right? You working on some shit that happened in, I don't know, 2000, and some shit want to come out from fucking 1982. That's the point I'm trying to get you to understand, right? You said you had men and women that didn't know how to. Oh God, girl. Ooh, I hate to hear that, Danielle. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You have to advocate for your little one, okay? It sounds like it's not important, but it is. Because this little one got a lot of power, a lot more power than you think they do, and you'll end up doing all kinds of shit and won't know why you doing it, and it's because this one right here is angry. So you need to make sure, because some of them, I told you, some of them you're going to go to talk to them and they're going to look at you and be like, bitch, please, and turn around there and walk away because they're angry because they feel like you hadn't been there for them and nobody else has been there for them too. So you really got to repair your relationships with this inner child. That's why this card keeps coming up, okay? All right. Then we got not being you, Libra. It says you are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. Okay. You need to be able to be comfortable enough to be messy, to have bad days, to have good days, to have meltdowns, to have all the stuff that, because I'm sure a lot of y'all had people tell you you're fucking crazy and you don't need to be acting like that. You know, when you try to show who your true self is, you just gonna have to take off the mask, Libra. That's one of the ways you're gonna have to test people. You just gonna have to be who you truly are and just let people show you what they willing to deal with or not. Because if they walk away, they doing you a fucking favor. They showing you straight up that you don't need to be with this person. Because the right person ain't gonna have a problem with it. Hell, they gonna be showing you they shit too. What? You said somebody told you was crazy? Oh Lord. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's too much of that going on in the world, you know? It's people walking around saying, I can't be my true self, so you ain't gonna be your true self around me neither. And I'm like, it's gotta start somewhere. If you don't start being who you are, I mean, what the hell? That's why I had this space here for us. And you come in here and be who you are, as long as you ain't being disrespectful. As long as you ain't being disrespectful now, that we're not been doing here because we don't all put up with too much disrespect in our life. Okay? But I'm saying you come in here, you need to be loved on, you feel a certain type of way, you want to talk about something, you come in here and do that. Because everybody needs to have a safe place, a safe space and stuff like that. And nobody should be telling you crazy because you telling them how you feel and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to stop worrying about what other people think. Okay, that's why I told you. Anybody that's telling you some shit like that, telling you crazy, it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away because the right people, whether they friends, whether they're lovers, whether they're family members, chosen family, they're gonna allow you that safe space for you to be emotionally vulnerable. Everybody needs that. Everybody needs that. You can't just be half of your fucking self all the time or wear a mask all the time. That's why these dusties and these crusties acting like they fucking acting. That's why they have mental illness because they're trying to shove down who they fucking truly are. Okay? And they probably had environments where people forced that on them, made them act like that. And I'm not saying that the way they act, and I'm not trying to justify any of the shit they do. Understand me when I say that. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is you got to be all of yourself. Okay? I hear all of me. Why not take all of me? That's what I hear. So this is a relationship you about to step into, Libra, where both of you gonna have to learn how to accept all of each other. But I feel like this new person coming into your life, that's what they want. They want a relationship like that, and it's not always gonna be rainbows, puppy dogs, and all that shit. Sometimes it's gonna be messy. Sometimes you gonna cry. Sometimes they gonna cry. Sometimes you gonna cry together. Sometimes you're gonna go at it. Sometimes you're gonna be the best of friends. That's just the nature of a relationship. But the beautiful thing about it is that you provide a safe space for them to land. They providing a safe space for you. You're providing each other's emotional safety, and you're letting each other know I'm not going nowhere. Long as we ain't, you know, uh, being crazy, disrespectful, and abusing each other and stuff like that, we gonna figure it out. We gonna work it out. Okay, so you have to be who you truly are, Libra. You can't keep wearing this mask because then we can't be blaming Dusty and Krusty for wearing theirs if we don't want to take ours off. That's why I come in here and I act exactly like I am. Okay? People might be thinking this is me. Okay? I'm not pretending to be nobody else no more. Okay? Because we all were brought up to do shit like that. And it's fucking exhausting to do that. So I'm not doing that no more. So I'm like, that's why I say either you can handle being in here and dealing with me or you can't. And if you can't, it's okay. You know, much love to you. I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. Just because we have a disagreement, but you ain't gonna come in here and disrespect me. I'm gonna tell you that one, okay? But I'm gonna be who I am. Like I said, you allowed to come up here and be who you are. Ain't nobody. We not finna be up in here disrespecting each other then. Because if we gonna do that, then why the hell we don't go back and just be in them old fucked up relationships with them other people? Because that's what was going on with them. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's why you gotta love yourself, because you gotta be able to stand in who you fucking are, weirdness and all. Look, if you all crazy and all, okay, you gotta be able to stand in exactly who you are and say, this is me. Either you can deal with it or you can't. And you have to know, if somebody, you say that to somebody and they choose to walk away, it says more about them than it ever does about you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. We keep internalizing what the fuck other people do and saying, oh, they doing that because it's us. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That's not what it is. It's them. They don't want to try. They don't want to grow. They don't want to be better. They looking for somebody to be the bad person and for them to always be good. That's why they can't be in a regular relationship. Because to be in a regular relationship, you got to understand, sometimes you're going to be the fucking enemy. Sometimes you're going to be the wrong one. Sometimes you're going to be the right one. Sometimes it's going to be in the middle. It's going to be agree to disagree situation. But you have to realize that about love relationships. Okay? All right. You said sometimes your filter is broke, Danielle. You are funny. You said let's be crazy together. You said show up and show the hell out. You are cracking me up. Okay, let's get these messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Be yourself, but be yourself. Because like I told you, if you don't love on you, you don't take care of you, you don't accept you, nobody else is ever going to accept you. Okay, we got inspiration showing up here. It says, there is no one else who inspires me the way you do. I am so proud of you, your achievements and gifts. Your love really gives me strength and the courage to strive for more out of life. Okay? All right. Oh, I just saw that Angel Eyes left. Bye, Angel Eyes. You say you just set the bail money aside. You're so funny. Okay, then we got, excuse me, your person says, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Like I say, you always on this person's mind. I'm getting the SWV song again. You're always on my mind. And then that other one. What is the other one? You're all I've ever wanted. All I've ever needed is you in my arms. That's what I hit when I touch that card. That's what I always hear. Okay. And then they say they want to make you theirs, Libra. I want to make you mine is what the card says, okay? And the bottom of the deck, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm trying to, these lights, the glare from the lights, okay? You said you wish they split it out. Look, in divine timing, baby. In divine timing. Okay. Okay, and then we got let go of the past. Spirit is telling you. Clear energy to allow more love in your life. Okay? That's why we talk about the inner child and all that stuff, because that's how you let go of some of that stuff, is going back and having that conversation with your inner child, and making sure that it knows that it's loved, and it doesn't matter what the fuck is going on the outside. You got your own back, okay? Then we have physical connection, okay? It says the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. You got a lot of cards that some of the other signs got. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Leo. Leo might have got it. Leo or Virgo. Okay. All right, Virgo. Not Virgo. Oh, God, I'm sorry. All right, Libra, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. If you want memberships, go to the subscription button, click the join button. Information's there. Thank you for being here for the time that you were. Have a good day, good rest of your week. All right, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Love y'all. Bye, Libra. Stay balanced. Okay, I'm about to do Scorpio next.